transhumanists make their move.
Been working hard to be ready for our first human, and obviously we want to be extremely careful and certain that it will work well before putting a device in a human. But we've submitted, I think, most of our paperwork to the FDA, and we think probably in about 6 months we should be able to have our first Neuralink in a human. So we've expanded to work with a troop of 6 monkeys. We've actually upgraded Pager. They do varied tasks. I think it's also important to show that the monkeys actually enjoy doing the demos because they get the banana smoothie, and it's kind of a fun game. So,
Elon Musk, Neuralink, skull chips. You're already a cyborg because you use your cell phone. There's another part of that where he says, well, it's just like removing a little part of your skull and replacing it with a Fitbit. Perfectly fine. Libby Emmons, you wrote an incredible op-ed on transhumanism today. Humanevents.com. That's right. Everyone should go and read this. Please tell me your perspective on this and your take on this conference, this summit that Elon just held.
Well, would you like to be a monkey who is happy with your banana smoothie and goes about doing your tasks? Absolutely spectacular, right?
There are definitely some days where I'm just like, give me the lobotomy.
Yeah,
just do it.
Sign me up already, right?
They want you to feel that life is too chaotic, that you just need someone to take care of it. And why shouldn't that someone be Neuralink? And this is the difference between the religious believer versus someone who is a humanist.
So all of this is a terrible, terrible idea to link human beings up to one another, to link human beings' brains up to machines, and to make human beings just another object and data port in the Internet of Things. We should not want to be connected to our smart fridges or to our cell phones, to Siri, to Alexa, to Google Maps, to Amazon. That should not be lives that we aspire to. We should aspire to lives where we search for meaning, where we try to live lives aligned with God's teachings, not to be lumps of flesh that are digitally connected to one another, where our thoughts are not our own. What we have now is a circumstance where data flows pretty much in one direction. We reach out and access the data. We can turn it off. Are we going to be able to think Neuralink off? Or once it's on, is it on? Is it just an Apple Watch embedded in our wrists and there's no way to turn it off? How are we going to be able to differentiate our thoughts from the stream of data that is coming in through this quarter-sized hole in our head? We use our hands to type. We use our eyes to see the screens. If what we do is connect ourselves via data ports to data streams, to one another, we are cutting out the interface of the human body. And how long does it become then until we don't need the human body at all, until we are all just data ports in the metaverse with absolutely no understanding of real life or real sensation? I think that, what we're talking about is blaspheming God by destroying the human body. I think that's a big deal, blaspheming God by destroying free will. Once we have an inability to differentiate our thoughts from the various propaganda and advertising streams that we are fed, we have completely destroyed free will. We have destroyed our ability to access the Holy Spirit because our thoughts are not our own.
And that's an incredible way to put it, because you're exactly right. It is only through free will and free choice that we are able to access the Holy Spirit, that we're able to access higher spirituality. He could have made us all mindless automatons, right? He didn't. There's a reason for that, because the only way you can access it is through your own volition. That's why atonement is so important. That's why asking for forgiveness, being truly regretful of your sin and wanting that atonement is so important, because it's only through free will. But if you take that away, not to mention, by the way, the fact that, if the government gets involved in it, the companies get involved in this, the NSA, the CCP, everybody's going to be hacking that stuff. Folks, just say no to the skull chips. I don't even care how small the quarter-sized hole is.